Hello everyone. Before we dive into today's topic, we want to take a moment to thank you for your support. Every like, comment, and subscription truly makes a difference and helps this channel grow. If you enjoy our content and don't want to miss future videos, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive all notifications. Try to imagine a planet suspended in the cosmic darkness, a small blue dot dancing around a star with a burning heart. It is our home, Earth. An extraordinary place, perhaps unique, at least as far as we know. Here, life found its cradle thanks to a delicate balance, the result of billions of years of cosmic history. Our atmosphere embraces us like a protective hug, moderating temperature and shielding us from the most dangerous radiation through an ozone layer and a magnetic field that protects us from solar winds. Liquid water, an essential ingredient for life, flows through rivers, lakes, and oceans, sustaining entire ecosystems. The Sun, our parent star, has been burning steadily for over 4.5 billion years, emitting just the right amount of energy to maintain this fragile balance. But nothing is eternal. Not the Earth, not the Sun, not life itself. It is natural to ask, how much longer will our planet remain hospitable? What is its ultimate fate? Science today offers us a surprisingly detailed picture of what lies ahead in the billions of years to come. A journey that will take us through the phases of stellar and planetary evolution, until the moment when Earth, as we know it, will disappear completely. To understand Earth's future, we must first look to the stars. It is July 12, 1764. The French astronomer Charles Messier observes the night sky when he notices a strange luminous spot in the constellation Vulpecula. He will catalogue it as M27, today known as the Dumbbell Nebula. A few years later, William Herschel will discover a similar object, the Saturn Nebula. Herschel, fascinated by these enigmatic formations, will coin the term planetary nebulae, because, through the telescopes of the time, they appeared as blurry disks similar to planets. In reality, these nebulae have nothing to do with planets. They are the swan song of stars like the Sun. When these stars reach the end of their life, they expel their outer layers into space, creating spectacular clouds of gas and dust. At the center remains a dense, incandescent core, a white dwarf. This image does not concern only distant stars. It is also a snapshot of the future awaiting our Sun and, with it, the Earth. In astrophysics, there is a great challenge. We cannot replicate the evolution of stars and planets in a laboratory, as their cycles span billions of years. However, the universe itself offers us an immense natural laboratory. By observing stars of different masses and compositions at every evolutionary stage, scientists have reconstructed the life cycle of a star like our Sun. Through computer simulations based on complex physical models, we can project the future evolution of the Sun and the planetary conditions around it. It is like observing individuals of different ages and, from there, understanding the stages of human life: birth, growth, maturity, decline, death. Our Sun is about 4.57 billion years old. It was born from a nebula rich in gas and dust, the legacy of ancient stellar explosions. From the residual materials of its formation, the planets, including Earth, were born. Currently, the Sun is in the main sequence phase, a stage where it fuses hydrogen into helium in its core, releasing enormous amounts of energy. Although it seems immutable, the Sun is in constant transformation. Nuclear fusion gradually consumes hydrogen, increasing the concentration of helium. This process has a direct consequence. To maintain the balance between pressure and gravity, the Sun must gradually increase its luminosity. Every 110 million years, its luminosity increases by 1%. Since its birth, the Sun has already become about 40% brighter than it was originally. Solar energy is the main driver of our planet's climate. The increase in solar luminosity will inevitably cause a progressive warming of Earth's surface. Over the next billion years, the Sun's luminosity will increase by about 10%. This increase will have dramatic effects on Earth's climate. A chain reaction will begin. Rising temperatures will cause greater amounts of water to evaporate from the oceans. Water vapor, in turn, is a powerful greenhouse gas. The more it enters the atmosphere, the more it warms the planet, further accelerating evaporation in a positive feedback cycle. At a certain point, the oceans will begin to evaporate irreversibly. The atmosphere will become saturated with water vapor, and solar heat will break water molecules apart. Free hydrogen will escape into space, marking a definitive loss of water for the planet. What will happen to Earth has an unsettling precedent in the solar system: Venus. It may once have hosted surface oceans, but today it is a dry inferno. Temperatures exceed 460 degrees Celsius, the atmosphere is 90 times denser than Earth's, and it is dominated by carbon dioxide. A runaway greenhouse effect has turned Venus into an uninhabitable world. A similar fate awaits our planet. According to the most recent estimates, Earth will become uninhabitable within 1.2 to 1.85 billion years. It will no longer be possible to maintain liquid water on the surface. The last pockets of life, perhaps extremophile bacteria, will survive for a while, but they will ultimately succumb to an increasingly hostile environment. Even before the complete evaporation of the oceans, complex life will begin to go extinct. Rising temperatures will accelerate global chemical cycles. Carbon dioxide, essential for photosynthesis, will be sequestered in rocks or dissolved in the oceans. Without CO, plants will die. The loss of plants will reduce atmospheric oxygen production, suffocating aerobic animals. At that point, the planet will be populated only by unicellular life forms adapted to extreme conditions. But even these will not endure forever. As Earth's outer core progressively cools, its magnetic field will disappear. Without this protection, Earth's surface will be exposed to cosmic rays and solar wind. The already fragile biosphere will be definitively wiped out. Within an estimated interval of 1 to 2.8 billion years, life on Earth will come to an end. But what will become of our planet itself? About 5 billion years from now, the Sun will have exhausted the hydrogen in its core. Gravity will cause the core to collapse, heating it until helium fusion begins. Meanwhile, the outer layers will expand. The Sun will become a red giant, engulfing the inner orbits of the solar system. Mercury and Venus will certainly be vaporized. Earth's fate is uncertain, but it is likely that it too will be engulfed or reduced to a charred rock. Finally, the Sun will expel its outer layers, forming a magnificent planetary nebula. At the center, a small white dwarf will remain, a stellar remnant that will shine faintly for trillions of years before going completely dark. Nothing will remain of Earth but dust scattered through space. This vision may seem bleak, but it also offers a valuable lesson in humility. Our existence is tied to cosmic balances on immense timescales. Although Earth's fate is sealed, these events are unimaginably distant. Humanity has so far existed for only a tiny fraction of the planet's life. In the meantime, the challenges we face are much more immediate: wars, pandemics, climate change. The latter, in particular, is a phenomenon accelerated by human activity and has nothing to do with the Sun's natural evolution. Today's global warming is a rapid and dangerous process that requires immediate solutions. Knowing Earth's ultimate fate should not lead us to fatalism, but to greater awareness. We live on a wonderful but fragile planet. Protecting it, today, is our greatest responsibility.